Aloha, my dudes. Back at it again here today at USC again. Friday, September 13th, 7 in the morning. We're at the pre-op clinic today. So we're gonna go in there, gonna meet the surgeon finally, and answer some of your questions from Instagram. Let's get it. Quick heads up, if you don't like doctor's needles and blood, skip ahead to minute 1:38 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo, what's up? Just left USC. Time for the coffee. It was good. Another good visit. They drew blood, which will be in the video. 16 vials of it. Went for a chest x-ray. Another really quick EKG to check my heart. Met with one of the surgeons and a couple other people, and yeah, they again make you well aware of what you're getting yourself into. And so anyways, it's looking good. We're all set to go, and now we're just gonna be heading back, grab some food maybe, and start on the answering the questions you guys sent me. Enjoy. Question and answer time, folks. First question from my wife: how did you marry such a cool chick? That is a good question. I'm still wondering that as well. Still wondering why you said I do. All right, question 2 from Spaghetti. What's up, Devin and Stevie? Is there a specific diet you have to keep leading up to the surgery? I just can't drink, so I had to stop drinking a few weeks back after the initial evaluation. The dietitian said try a Mediterranean diet, and I love me some Mediterranean food. The only other thing was really kind of cut back on the cheese a little bit. If you know me well, you know how much I love my cheese. But that's it. Nothing out of the ordinary. Made it to the happiest place on earth.
This ain't Disneyland.
All right, next question coming all the way from Montana. Daniel asks, why are you so dope? I am not, sir. You are dope. You know what's dope? Sega Genesis as a little kid. That's what's dope. Coming from Chicago, Raul asks, are you still a great baller? Will you continue to be one after the operation? I've never been a great baller, but I do love it. And after the operation, I think maybe if they shed a few pounds off me and inject me with some new leg muscles, and maybe I'll finally be able to dunk. I'll let you know. All right, another one from my boy Raul. How did you go about finding out you were a perfect match? So first they start with blood type. There were 7 donors before me that tried, and none of them worked. So then they called me. I was next on the list. They start with blood type first. I'm an O positive, which means I'm a universal donor. I can match with any blood type. So that was good. After they find out I'm a match blood type wise, they bring me down to USC, and I go through a full-on 2-day evaluation. Chest x-ray, MRI, CAT scan, EKG, echocardiogram, I meet with the psychiatrist, dietitian, social worker, the pharmacist, the surgical team, another team of doctors. So they do all of that, and they get the results from all that information. They present it to a board of doctors and professionals, and then they decide if they want to take on the case or not and proceed with the surgery. And once they make that decision, they call me and tell me I'm a match, and then we go from there. All right, next question from Jamie Jam Jam. How long will you both be in the hospital? Well, for me, it'll be a little bit shorter time in the hospital. They'll do the operation. I'll be in ICU for a day or two. Then they'll move me to a regular bed there at USC for another 4 or 5 to 7 days possibly. And then after everything checks out and I'm stable and I look like I'm good to go, then they'll send me home and I'll do the rest of the recovery from home. And I think they said after 2 weeks I'll come back for a checkup, and there will be a team that'll keep checking up on me. For Eddie, it'll be a little bit longer, of course. His recovery is going to be longer, especially the initial recovery. So he'll probably be at USC maybe another week or two, but not for sure on him. But I know I'll be there probably about a total of a week down at USC. Next one from Adrian Taylor. What does your recovery look like? My recovery, they tell me, so my liver will regenerate to full size within 6 to 8 weeks, but my recovery is about 2 to 3 months. I'll be home. They want me up and about, just moving around. That'll help the recovery process, but of course not too much. So I'll probably be able to go back to work and back to a little bit more involved activities, maybe around 3 months or so. But they did tell me today that here on out I will be at a higher risk, or after the operation, naturally I'll be at a higher risk of like hernia and that kind of stuff the rest of my life, because they will be cutting through muscles. So now that will interfere with the kind of the strength and the structural integrity of those things. But yeah, it won't be too bad. I'm looking forward to taking a couple months off, and then after that we'll go from there. They said my energy levels will be low and that kind of stuff, but I should make a pretty good recovery. What's up, guys? More of the questions. Finally home, sitting in the car answering questions. It's the dream. Another question from Aaron. Will you have to go through dialysis treatments? No, dialysis treatments are more for kidney related issues, and this is a liver transplant, so no dialysis for me. Christy K-Ram, my homie, around how long is the recovery time for the both of you? Kind of touched on it a little bit. My recovery, full recovery, would be about 2 to 3 months. They say I will be a little bit fatigued even after that, and it'd be at a risk of a little bit higher risk of a hernia the rest of my life. For Eddie, he'll be on immunosuppressants the rest of his life. His body's gonna want to try to reject this new liver, this new organ, so he'll be on medication and treatment for the rest of his life to keep him squared away. Another one from Mandy Pease. How did you get so athletic? It's probably from chasing your husband around on the basketball court all these years. No, I'm really not athletic. I just like sports. Oh, and if you haven't heard, the reason for that athletic kind of funny joke comment is when I went for the full evaluation and they test for your heart rate and your blood pressure and all that, my resting heart rate was like 49. It was really low. And they told me that usually like marathon runners or people who are really athletic or in good shape have low resting heart rates. So every time a doctor or physician would come in, they would say, "Oh man, are you athletic? You like sports?" And I'd tell them, "Yeah." And then even if they didn't say anything, I would ask them, "Hey, why is my resting heart rate so low?" And they say, "Oh, it's because athletes have it like that." So that was fun. That's why the athletic comments. Next question from my main man, Fred Scaife. Will it make you smarter or better looking? The answer to both of those is probably not. I don't think anything on this planet can make me smarter. I'm already past that point. I'm going to need God's help for that one. Better looking. I was thinking about actually when they cut me open for the surgery, asking if they could maybe just like cut me in a 6-pack while they're at it. I haven't talked to the surgeon about that yet, but possibly. All right, well that's it for the Q&A and my latest visit to USC. You saw in the video. We're progressing along. I don't think I've made the official announcement yet, but we have been scheduled for an operation date of 9/25. So that from today is about 12 days away. Yeah, so we're just getting ready for it. Again, thanks for joining me on this journey. We'll have more videos and more things coming up. And remember to like, subscribe, ring that little bell, that little notification setting. Tell your friends about it. Anybody that's asked, how Eddie's doing, how we're doing. Share the video. It honestly makes it a little bit easier than having to explain it a bunch of times. So again, thank you. Like, subscribe, comment below. We'll do another Q&A soon.